Welcome. Memtest86 is a great software that comes directly for free with your Unraid server and allows you to verify the stability of your RAM. Especially if you just built a new server or installed new RAM modules, it's a great way to make sure you don't introduce any instabilities or other issues to your server. It also can be used to double check that your RAM is working if your server system crashes randomly, freezes, or has other instabilities. Memory errors can not only lead to unplanned downtimes and service interruption, but even worse, to data corruption and with this also potential data loss. Memtest is able to systematically test your RAM through a series of comprehensive algorithms. You find a list of all the algorithms it uses under memtest.org/readme. It directly runs from the Unraid bootloader or any bootable USB drive, so can run without any operating system interfering. As some memory errors only appear under specific conditions, the software allows you to run multiple tests after another and run continuously to also identify errors that only appear under specific conditions or temperature related errors. Let's see how it works. If you reboot your Unraid server, you can select in the boot menu not only the default option, which is Unraid OS, the other Unraid options, which include things like GUI mode, safe mode, but also the option of Memtest86 Plus. If you select the options Memtest86 Plus, it will directly start the memory test software and start the testing procedure. On this test screen, you can now see the system we're testing, which is an AMD Ryzen 7 in my case, as well as in my case, two memory modules. In slot 0, I have a 8 GB module, and in slot 1, I have a 8 GB module. On the top right, you can see the overall progress as well as the tests that are currently running. A little bit below that, you can see the time as well as the current status and if we have found any errors yet. I will speed the testing of my 16 GB up. Overall, it takes some time to go through everything and don't want to make you wait. For my 16 GB of memory in my system, it took around 18 minutes to test everything once. You now have the opportunity to just continue the test runs and see if there are any additional errors popping up through thermal issues, or you can finish the testing at this point in time. Let's also look at a run that produces errors so you know how it looks like. In this screen, you see a system that has memory errors, and you see on the bottom the red section all the memory errors that have been found. It shows you not only the test where the issue was detected and the failing address, but also the amount of memory that has an issue. What to do if you have memory errors? The first thing is complete the full test cycle and gather all information and document it. Then I would check if your BIOS has an update and install it if it's there. Sometimes this can already solve the issue for you. If the BIOS update doesn't resolve the issue, check if your RAM is running at the right speeds or the standard speeds. That means if you have overclocked it, revert to default settings, see if the errors disappear. If this doesn't help, it's time to check the hardware. The first thing is to check if the RAM modules are correctly set in their slots. The next thing is try test run module at a time to identify if a specific module is faulty. To see if the RAM module is a problem or the motherboard, it also helps to move the RAM module around between different slots and test again. After this, if you still have errors, it's time to think about replacing the RAM modules, or if it's a faulty motherboard, the motherboard. Even more information can be found on the Memtest website. I hope this run through Memtest86 Plus was helpful for you and leads to an even more stable Unraid 7 server for you.